Coach, thanks. We are about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Denver Broncos and our home team. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go, 48. Here we go, 46. I'm going to run you over. 26.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Prescott from the gun. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Throwing, Prescott. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here's Tressway now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 36. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Charkandrick West, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Now the point after try for Santos. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Chargers 0.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's first and 10.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Frank Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Mike, go right in.
Check the out, check the out, check the out.
26.
3rd and long for Prescott. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 22-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check it out, read. 36.
Easy, alert.
Now a give right side. It's West, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Alert.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Out, out.
50-50.
To throw again. Stafford. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Stafford. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. And it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
40 got. 40 got.
Check 26, check 26. Slip.
Pilot, 64, weak. 53, ready.
Third and long. It's Stafford. And it's caught by Parker. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Broncos first down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Stafford now to throw. He finds Taylor, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
First down, Denver.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
It's been a long day for you. Watch the eye.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Stafford on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And he finds Parker here, complete.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Set. Blue 60.
Line 59. Come on, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Chargers' 8-yard line.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Check. Cross.
They'll run it with West. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Santos on for the field goal.
Santos' kick is up and through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
But no, but let me finish.
Okay,
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively. He's got a man complete. A big pickup of 38.
That's an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 34-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Prescott. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Mike 57. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On second down, it's Freeman. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And it's 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Stafford now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. This is West. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
180. Easy alert.
On second and 12, Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. The throw here going to be complete to Gordon, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The 37-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Prescott down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, D.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford, and got his man, complete. A game there of 30 big ones.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Now Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but wait.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Corey Legion.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's got a man, Demaryius Thomas. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes...
And Freeman lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Stafford. And this is caught. It's Parker. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Stafford now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Check 59.
To throw is Stafford. He's got Jack Doyle. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Blue 60!
Check. No. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
21! Check!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Charkandrick West with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos use this short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw is Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Pick there by Nick Nelson. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
First down, Denver.
Stafford now 6 for 6. Locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Check three. And middle. Shit. Look at him.
Here's West. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I hope he runs your left because I'm about to take you to school. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
On the ground, it's West again. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Teddy, waiting.
It's 59. Back to 59. Oh, you got D? Joker.
Zero. Ready, hot.
59. Mark.
On third down, West. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
John Brown set to kick off.
Now Brown, after the made field goal, gets set for the kickoff. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now Prescott. Able to get this to Gordon. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
On 2nd and 15 now. Prescott. Here's Sanu on the catch. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for L.A. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
At the 14-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
All day. Hey, check Mike.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. And this is Parker, complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 16 yards, a 1st down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Now Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. 23 yards the pickup there.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Stafford now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Shoot, shoot, shoot.
10.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
On the toss, there goes West. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
I got one.
Sneak grip. Sneak grip.
He may try and run for this. And avoids the contact by sliding. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down.
1st down, Denver.
Ready. Yellow lady. Yellow lady.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Middle.
Back. Kill.
They'll run on 1st down. It's West. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
He was brought down by Jason McCourty. A gain of 12. And the Broncos 1st down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now West. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
And they take a knee.
Stafford on the keeper. A loss of a yard on the play.
Set.
And it's
Lady.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Stafford on the keeper.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down.
A 30-yard attempt.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Denver, they move back over 500 now at 4-3, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.